Welcome to Slash Detroit for Friday, April 18th, 2014. Today's episode is brought to you by the City of Detroit's new waste management strategy.
Get the number on the truck.
068333, Detroit garbage truck.
Dumping shit.
Dumping
in the
shit
middle, in the middle.
Waste management in the neighborhood.
Damn.
This why we elected Duggins? Is this why we elected Duggins? We could have killed Patrick.
Y'all niggas is crazy, man.
The video you just watched made the rounds on Facebook this week, spurring such insightful comments as, "Oh hell nah," and "report they asses." The people recording the video and most viewers seemed not to notice that right behind the garbage truck that is unloading its trash onto an empty neighborhood lot is a pickup being driven by a supervisor. The city released a completely logical explanation stating that we have verified that the compactor on the back of the truck had malfunctioned and got stuck open, causing trash to fall on the street as the truck drove along. The supervisor in the video directed the driver to a nearby lot to dump the portion of the trash that was stuck in the compactor in one spot rather than leaving the trail of trash along its route. Another city crew came back an hour later to remove the trash, which we have also verified. Yeah, prompt and understandable explanations like that are why we elected the Duggins.
Motor City Muckraker reports that federal investigators are making progress on the Heidelberg arson case. Although a fire destroyed the only security camera that the art project installed, the feds have installed cameras of their own and have been showing their footage to members of the community to help identify suspects in the case.
And now, we'd like to show you some exclusive footage gathered by Larry Mongo of Cafe de Mongo's Speakeasy. In the video you're about to see, two taggers get caught spray painting the wrong building at the wrong time, in broad daylight, in downtown Detroit. To the tagger PRNYC, if you would like the year's worth of footage that was on your GoPro, please contact Larry Mongo. He'll be happy to give it back to you once you paint over the scribble scrabble you put on his and Dan Gilbert's buildings. And PRNYC, we'd like to assure you that the nudie pics of your lady friend's tri-state area are still private and not uploaded to the interwebs.
Detroit has launched a new website to handle the glut of houses stacking up in the coffers of the Detroit Land Bank Authority. The houses will be auctioned off at buildingdetroit.org eBay style, but with a particular set of rules. The bids will open at $1,000, and if you win, within 6 months you have to fix up the house and prove that it's occupied. If you fail to do so, you will lose your house and your money. Each month, the auction will focus on a new group of houses clustered in the same neighborhoods, which will let buyers know that the whole neighborhood will improve at the same time that their house does.
On Tuesday, Timothy Cromer, the former Chief Administrative Officer and Chief Technology Officer of the Detroit Public Library, pled guilty to accepting $1.4 million in bribes and kickbacks from technology contractors. Sentencing is scheduled for August 14th, where he will face up to 15 years in prison. He initially attracted the attention of the Detroit News for perceived nepotism and shady hiring practices. In the interest of full disclosure, I should mention that Mr. Cromer was a student of mine at the Wayne State University Business School, where I was his teacher's assistant. He offered me a job at the library, which I didn't take, and instead opted to found a video production company. I'm starting to think I may have made the right decision.
Under an order from Kevin Orr, Detroit is considering raising the price of parking tickets for the first time in a decade. At a heated public hearing on Monday, the city outlined plans to raise the fee for an expired meter from $20 to $45 and for violations like double parking from $30 to $45. The city will also do away with the $10 fee reduction if tickets are paid early. The city says the price increases are justified because it costs more than $30 to process a ticket. And that raises an obvious question. Why does it cost more than $30 to process a ticket?
For the first time since white people started sticking rulers in the snow, Detroit has received more than 94 inches of the fluffy stuff in a winter, passing the previous record set in 1880. Meteorologists predict that this will be the last snowfall of the year, but you won't be free of the effects of this winter for some time yet. The potholes on the streets won't be able to be properly patched until hot asphalt is able to be poured later in the spring.
Not too long ago, Slash Detroit held a March Madness bracket challenge with the winner receiving tickets to a Tigers game or a concert. Well, I'm happy to announce that the winner was me. And since I enjoyed spanking you all so much, we decided to have another bracket tournament for the Stanley Cup, with the winner again getting some Tigers tickets or concert tickets. The Red Wings play the first-seeded Boston Bruins tonight at 7:30. Good luck to you all.
Hey, Instagram users! Do you want tickets to see Jack White perform live in his hometown this summer? Well, his concert series sold out pretty quickly, but WDET, Wayne State's public radio station, is offering a chance for listeners to win a pair of the coveted passes. Just head over to WDET.org for more details about their fun scavenger hunt / Instagram challenge.
If you haven't made it out yet, you still have time to check out Detroit Restaurant Week. 19 of Detroit's finest eateries are offering scrumptious spring-inspired 3-course meals at $30 a pop. However, Corktown's Atava Via is new to the list, and it set its price at just $20. The spring edition of Restaurant Week ends this Sunday. Buon appetito!
If you've spent too much time away from the news enjoying our 40-degree spring weather, here's a quick catch-up on the bankruptcy. After months of intense negotiations, the city and its retirees have come to terms on deals that will spare draconian cuts to retiree pensions. Pending formal approval from the retiree boards, their members, and Judge Rhodes, cops and firefighters will not take a direct hit to their checks, but their cost of living adjustments will be decreased. For the general service retirees, they will take a much less than expected 4.5% cut to their monthly checks and will lose the cost of living adjustments altogether.
Just when it looked like the city and the suburbs were getting away from a deal to regionalize the water department, Judge Rhodes pulled them back in. Judge Rhodes has appointed judges to mediate between the city and the counties of Wayne, Macomb, and Oakland. Referring to the bankruptcy's once-in-a-lifetime ability to make big ideas reality, Judge Rhodes said that if we do not take advantage of this unique opportunity, the opportunity will in all likelihood be lost forever.
After stringently denying that the feds would come in to rescue Detroit, it looks like President Obama is going to come in to save us to some degree after all. The United States of America and the state of Michigan are working behind the scenes to move $100 million of money for blight remediation to the mitten. Michigan will then shuffle the money over to Detroit, and Detroit will put that money towards its $500 million blight remediation efforts, freeing up $100 million to spend on pensions and to protect the DIA.
In the last piece of bankruptcy news, Judge Rhodes would like Mayor Duggins and at least one city council person to testify that they will stick to Kevin Orr's financial plan for the city even once he's gone. This will lead to some glorious political theater as Mike Duggan and Brenda Jones walk the line between being offended by Kevin Orr's presence and supporting his plan under the threat that the judge won't give Detroit back to elected officials unless they do. The hearing will be in late July. Get the popcorn out. This is gonna be good.